President Buhari is a backward thinker. Kingsley Moghalu, Deputy former Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and a presidential aspirant, Professor Kingsley Moghalu, has described President Buhari as a backward thinker. Professor Moghalu also said it was unfortunate that President Buhari had not shown any interest in the clamor for the restructuring of Nigeria. He made the assertion during an interview in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. The former banker, who was responding to questions on how best the president should handle the agitations for restructuring, also condemned the comments by the presidency that those clamoring for restructuring are people who want to break up Nigeria. In his words, Nigeria needs a transformational and unifying leader who will lead the process of constitutional restructuring of Nigeria. The leadership of the president is important, and I think it's very unfortunate that, as we have seen over the last 6 years, President Buhari has not shown any support for restructuring. He had made a speech where he said people who want to restructure Nigeria were looking to break up the country. How can he say that? That is not true. Restructuring is a legislative function, no doubt about it, but the president has a leadership role to play. That role is to mobilize the country, provide a vision, and then allow the National Assembly to play its constitutional role. If I were president, I would go to the National Assembly with an executive bill, and that is the difference between me and someone like Buhari. He thinks backwards. He thinks only about the past, the civil war. His frame of reference is the past. My frame of reference is how we shape the future. Oh, wow. I mean, come on. I mean, he's literally speaking like a presidential aspirant. So, of course, not gonna lie, you can say this is a bit compromised, but let's continue. Responding to questions about the platform on which he will run for the 2023 presidential election, Moghalu said he was yet to make the decision, but added that some political parties have already reached out to him to run on their platform. All right, that's fine, I guess. The thing now here, is that I think in some case when saying Buhari thinks backwards, that is true. I think I think we just, again, he's an old man who, when in his prime years in government, he was leading Nigeria when Nigeria was in its military era. He led Nigeria in the Biafra war. I mean, he was part of these processes. So again, I think him coming back as president, and we expected him to be a democratic president, I just think it was just too much. We never understood the man. Did he have media? I mean, the campaigns that he did he ever speak? Like, what did we get to really know him? Was there ever a presidential debate? Like, you see, we don't get to enter really into the minds of these politicians, so we can actually pin them down on something, or we can pin Buhari down on his change because he promised change, and that's just it. And that's just, it's very much sad. It is very much sad that that's the only thing that we can pin him down on. But I guess that's just what it is. So yeah. But yeah, he definitely is. He does not care about democracy at all. And he will change whatever he needs to change. He has proven so many times to be pro-Fulani only. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. It is very sad. It is very sad because, again, with restructuring, listen, I'm not even sure constitutionally how restructuring is meant to happen, but I just know it's a whole complicated process in which taking it to the National Assembly, like how will I describe the National Assembly? You want to get something done. Like, I think that's like the architect of everything, because of course if any problems you have, anything, you take it to the National Assembly, but then it's like, who are the people that are occupied there that will make things work for you in the National Assembly? Because it's like, you might just tell the person, please just go and sit down at home, because taking anything to the National Assembly, just know it's not going to happen. As in corrupt central. Like, what do you expect to happen there? Nothing. Because with everything that you want, even as citizens, you have to go through the National Assembly, and it's like, let's just even sit back, because there's literally no point. Because it's too compromised. Too compromised. But I think Kingsley Moghalu, from what has been written or what he said here, very much competent in speaking and all that. But then again, he also needs to prove to us again. Honestly, the platform that he uses to go for 2023 is very much important. But the thing is, he is speaking like a presidential aspirant, so of course it's gonna come correct. He can't. You say a presidential aspirant, and you're not gonna come correct with what you say. Yeah, he has to. So again, we never really know. He needs to tell us who his team is, how intelligent you are. Um, I think we just need to give ourselves a bit more pride and resurrect, because from the standard of Buhari, I don't know if Buhari can be president. It's just I don't even know. But yeah, what he said, I think, absolutely is true. And again, I don't trust it in his words. Okay, listen to this paragraph, okay, which is like just, you might as well just be a motivational speaker at this point. It says Nigeria needs a transformational and unifying leader who will lead the process of the constitutional restructuring of Nigeria. The leadership of the president is important, and I think it's very unfortunate that, as we have seen over the last 6 years, President Buhari has not shown any support for restructuring. He had made a speech where he said people who wanted to restructure Nigeria were looking to break up the country. How can he say that? That is not just true. That's just so well written. And of course, yes, maybe it's the backwardness of just being Nigerian in terms of we're not used to a proper person in president in that wants to be president, or that could potentially lead the country. So again, we just cannot imagine that we would have someone as competent. So maybe that's why we would have, like, what do you call it, this sabotaging syndrome, where we're just like, we don't trust it. And to be honest, it's justified. Nigerians are not really in a place to start trusting anything but themselves. So yeah, that's just what it really is. I'm not really sure about Moghalu's history and all that. I mean, they say he was the ex-CBN governor and all that. So yeah, it shows that this man will have connections, and he will most likely run for president under, like, one of the most popular, well, APC or PDP basically. I mean, I think that is already, like, I don't even think it's gonna work, to be honest, because the Nigerian youth now, APC, PDP, I genuinely think they've cancelled it, but I am not sure. Listen, if Buhari can be voted in twice, I can't. I mean, not that, of course they have discrepancies in results and all that, I get that, but then there are still people who genuinely supported him to run, and there's still people defending him even right now, as bad as the country is. So anything can really happen. 2023, I don't know. We'll have to see when we get there. Yeah, put what you think about it, and don't forget to like and subscribe.